Gunfire that broke out in the 7th Ward the afternoon Devante Bryant was killed is one of the most recent examples of a stubborn gun violence problem we have seen right here in our city. As Danny Monteverde reports, NOPD Superintendent Shaun Ferguson says the numbers are going in the wrong direction.
The sights and sounds of police on city streets investigating the most recent shooting scene have been common in recent weeks. The numbers also tell the story. There have been at least 182 non-fatal shootings in New Orleans this year, up from 141 the same time last year. That's an increase of 29%. Superintendent Shaun Ferguson acknowledged the rising numbers Thursday as he and Mayor Latoya Cantrell announced an increased reward in the fatal shooting of 9-year-old Devante Bryant. 2 teenagers were also wounded. July has been a particularly violent month.
Just this month alone, I think we've had as many as 17.
Ferguson says it's hard for investigators to pin down a reason for the spike.
It is a variety of things that have triggered this, from possible family issues, domestic issues, or mental illness issues. There's no one, it does not fit into any one specific bucket at this point in time.
There were 4 shootings in the last 24 hours alone. Ferguson says officers have warrants in 2 of those cases.
So we continue to do our due diligence in identifying and holding these individuals responsible for their actions.
Actions that everyone agrees need to stop. Danny Monteverde, Eyewitness News.
And we should note that police count each shooting as one incident, even if there was more than one victim.